Okay, the next one says planes Q, U, V. So I got Q and U and V. Okay, well we can tell that this plane is going to be this front one. And then for our other one it's UXT. So here's UX, and then I need XT. Well, you can tell that this one is going to be this side plane. Time out. I'm going to go get. Okay, so if we're looking at it, we're looking at the front and the side of the Kleenex box. Okay, so and I just genuinely need a Kleenex. Okay, so you can draw that on the side, and if you're imagining and you know that you have this side and the front side, well, this corner is going to be our line of intersection, and you can see that where you got blue, 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 and yellow. So it's going to be QU or UT. It doesn't matter. I'm going to say QU. And this is where I was saying, in the titles of the planes, it kind of gives you a clue about what the line is kind of going to be like. Because this one, if you just look at the letters, okay, you have Q, U, V, U, X, T. Well, they both have a U, so somewhere your line of intersection should have something to do with a U. And it does. Okay, so, and that's not always the case, but most of the time. So plane XTS, we got XTS, so that's going to be the back side. Okay, and if we were looking at a Kleenex box, we're looking at the back side of it. Okay, and then we got UVW, so UVW. And that's going to be the top of the Kleenex box. So we got the back side and the top side. And then where does it cross both colors? Well, I got yellow, 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 blue. Okay, so the yellow, blue area. So it's either going to be XW or WX. Okay. So, hush. Okay, the next two are going to be your guys' list to do. And then I'm going to go through one more. So if I had to choose which ones you guys were screwing up the most, it's these type, okay, and the bottom type, which is the one with the lines. I don't know if you guys didn't know what you were doing. You need to make sure that you read. So it says name the two planes that intersect each given line. Okay, so our line is UV, so that's up here, and we need two planes that intersect that. So it's just like on the flip side of up here where we had, well, the line that was both colors, okay, and you had to pick. Now they're just giving you the line that's both colors, and you have to pick which two planes are touching it. Okay, so line UV, and it might even be easier to name them 4 rather than 3, because with a plane we usually use 3 capital letters. It might be a little bit easier to just use all 4. Okay, so I know that one of the planes is going to be this one. Okay, because you can see that it's touching that line. And we need another plane that's going to touch that line, so it's got to be the top one. And it's just a matter of naming them. If you would rather name them 4 points rather than 3, because normally you would say, well, UVW and UVR. Okay, but if you want to name them all 4, you totally can. So I'm going to say UVW, and the plane that's touching is going to be UVR. Okay, those 2 planes are touching that line. erase this. Okay, the line VR. So here's our line VR. We need something that is touching this edge. We need two planes that are touching that edge. So we got a line right here, obviously. And here's one plane. It's touching the edge. The blue is touching the red. Okay, and then if I was looking for another one, I need something that's going to be, so you can start by the line of color. Okay, the red one. And we know that this corner one is also touching. Okay, so it's just a matter of labeling it. So you got, we could say VRQ and VRS. Now, I want you to notice, so the first one said line UV. So over here in my plane titles, okay, the two planes, I have UV and then another letter. UV and another letter. Okay, so VR was my line and I need two planes. VR, a letter. VR, a letter. Okay, and you can't just pick any old letter, okay? It needs to be on that corner plane. But that kind of helps you out as far as, you know that VR, okay, that's the line that's given, should be touching one of the planes. So that's 2 of your 3 points that you need. If you want to do all 4 points for the plane, you could say VRSW, VRQU, okay? It doesn't matter, but you at least have to have 3. Okay?
Nobody's on.
Yes, they are.
Why can't we see them?
You don't need to see them. Okay? Name the 2 planes of intersection. Gosh dang it. Okay, line ST. So, ST is going to be this back one. And we need everything to be touching that line. Okay, so I know that ST something is going to be 1. So I can just start connecting dots. Okay, there's one plane. It's the bottom of the Kleenex box. So if we're looking at the Kleenex box, it's going to be the bottom. And then another one is going to be ST. And we could say this back one up here. Okay, the back side, because this is the line that they're talking about, this very back side of the Kleenex box. If you're looking at it back here, okay, it's the back side of the Kleenex box. The bottom one and the back one are touching, okay? And then it's just a matter of naming them. So, we could say ST, because we know that that's going to be 2 of the points on the plane. STR. And then we got ST, and I need to do one of these back ones. So you can say X or W, it doesn't matter. Leave my computer on, Sophie. Okay, QR. So first thing, find QR on here. So QR is right here. Okay, we need 2 planes that are going to be touching that. So our first one, we can say QR UV would be this front one. So we know the front one's touching, and then we got to do the back one, and it's going to be this bottom one. Okay? So it's going to be the front and the bottom this time. Okay? So for planes of intersection, we know that QR should be QR blank. We don't really know QR and blank. Okay, so it's just a matter of filling in the blanks, a point on each plane. So I got QRS for one plane, and then QRV for another plane. Sorry, I was just scrolling for a second. Okay, so you guys have 2 of each type to do. I want you to try to do them. Okay, before you leave my room, you need to be submitting most of you guys got your stuff in. I talked to some of your guys' development teachers. And if you're still a little bit lost, the video should be on there by lunch. It's usually on there earlier than that. So